Well, it's the holiday season. Feels like there are already a lot of people on the roads, and that is actually expected to increase the closer we get to Christmas. So AAA is saying this will be the second biggest holiday travel period on the road since the year 2000. 3.6 million of us expected to drive 50 miles or more from December 23rd to January 1st, which a lot of people are taking off in the skies as well. Well, welcome back to the Daily Plus Live. I'm Christy McDonald. Thanks for joining us on this Monday afternoon. Wherever you are, maybe you're thinking about your next vacation for next year. You know, it's never too early to start planning those things. Not only do we have the travel trends for 24 for you, but we also have the places that people are going to be heading. So either you want to be with the rest of the crowd or you want to go someplace completely opposite. Everyone say hello to David Fishman from Cadillac Travel, who's joining me live today. Hey, David, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
All right, so when we're looking for the top trends for 24, we found this really great article that kind of outlines some fun things. And the thing that stuck out to me first was the trend of set jetting. When people see shows like White Lotus, Emily in Paris, and they want to go exactly where those things are.
Yeah, that kind of started out with like the Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and those type of shows. Even The Bachelor and Paradise and The Housewives, all those shows started to create. Below Deck has been a huge one. Have create these desires to go to the places that they're seeing these people go to. So the Croatias for like Game of Thrones, or Ireland, some of us shot there, or going to Malta, like in Below Deck, or even some of the Emily in Paris. Obviously, Paris is always a beautiful and hot spot, which will be, by the way, one of the top spots because of the Olympics in 2024. That's going to be very popular and tough to get to. But that has really become a trend of people seeing what's on TV, White Lotus, seeing those hotels, those properties. Like Sicily went off the tracks crazy when they saw Sicily. And now this year they're going to be in Thailand, which, by the way, little hint, they use Four Seasons hotels. So when people say, well, what hotel is it? It's Four Seasons properties.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So when it was in Hawaii and then in Sicily, so we'll be able to track through there. That is great information. I love this next one, which is destination dupes. So we talk about when people go to Greece, everyone goes to Santorini because, I mean, you can't help, the pictures are absolutely amazing. But now you guys are saying maybe you should try, instead of Santorini, go to Paros, go to some of the smaller islands or the different off the beaten track ones.
Yeah, that's also, I find that, Italy and Europe itself went crazy this year, but they're going to the usual places. You're going to Rome, you're going to Venice, you're going to Florence, in Greece, Santorini and Mykonos. That's so common. So, some of the fun places like Puglia, okay, and Sardinia are two places in particular that in Italy off the beaten track. And then you start going to Corfu, or actually Rhodes has been one of the number one places, but people don't think of Rhodes. It's a great place to go in Greece. And matter of fact, just going to other parts of northern Greece, not just in Athens or the islands, there's some amazing places to go there that are outstanding. So look at the different places within the same countries, and you'll find some incredible different destinations that we're starting to send people to because it's just too crowded in those other places.
Another thing that I love seeing, and thanks so much to Taylor Swift and to Beyonce, it's tour tourism. So people are saying, oh, I'm going to see Taylor Swift, and if I'm going to drop a lot of money, I might as well go to some insane destination and go see her over in Europe, or go to South America, if I'm going to see Beyonce.
Yeah, matter of fact, I had just someone call me up about Springsteen, who people have followed Springsteen or the Grateful Dead through the years around the world as well. So Swifties are going to travel to wherever they can see her and hopefully get a ticket. There's always been, Beyonce has been off the tracks, but I'm sending someone to Spain to see Springsteen this year. So people are going to travel to see their favorite artists, and it's been a trend, but it was a quiet trend. But I think Taylor Swift put all types of trends back on the map for virtually everything. So matter of fact, she has, I know people know, and I'm not sure if she's actually going to be on the cruise, but there's a Swiftie cruise, and I'm trying to find out if she's actually going to make an appearance. Since they're tying it to her, you might be able to have an opportunity, have a unique opportunity where she might do something at sea or someplace at a stop for one of the cruises and spend some time with Taylor Swift on a cruise ship. Kind
Oh
of
my
an
God.
interesting one.
I was just going to say, I feel like I hear it a collective Swifty scream right now in the universe. They're all going to start calling you, David, to see if they can, book this and figure it out. All right, so we've talked about the trends. Let's talk about some of the places. And I know you mentioned that Europe was so hot, and especially Italy. What are some of the places that people are really looking to go to in 24 that are popping up on your radar?
So here are like my top 10 or 12 places that are popping up. Well, I already said Paris because of the Olympics, so that's going to be a very hot spot, although Paris has normally been very busy. Denmark and some of the Baltic states. I was actually there in September. Fantastic. Even some not just going to Copenhagen, but some of the other places in Denmark. Turkey is going to be big, and there's once again they have that whole coastline. It was like Croatia was big a year or so ago. Now Turkey is going to be a hot spot to go. Japan is off the rails. As soon as they open back up, people are going to Japan like crazy, and there's a lot of different destinations in Japan. As I mentioned, other places in Italy, some of the smaller places, Montreal, Canada, and Banff. Canada is like, I call it your first great international experience, especially take your kids or people, because you save like 30% as soon as you cross the border because of the dollar value for your money. South Korea, it's been pretty popular and it's growing in popularity. Great country. People love it. Exciting place to go. Portugal was kind of last year's hotspot, but continues to really blaze itself into 2024. Very popular in a lot of different places like Madeira and Porto. Very beautiful place to go. Morocco. Morocco is a very an amazing place. Marrakesh, Fez, Casablanca. Very cool place to go. Some amazing things you can do. I was just at a conference, ballooning and you're having a one-star Michelin chef breakfast on board the balloon in the sky. There you go. That's a unique one to
I
do.
mean, I feel like I don't have enough vacation time for all of this, David. This is,
I'm sorry.
I'm feeling very sad about this.
I'm building up for your lifetime of travels, your bucket list. So
That's right. That's right. It's aspirational. But hey, before I let you go, real quick, what about for families? Is there still like a number one place for families around in the U.S. family friendly?
Well, family friendly. There's definitely going to the national parks out west. It continues to be a favorite, and it's gotten very busy. Also, it's like places in Wyoming, great hiking and different family activities. And Alaska is always one of the great ones. It's like I'd like call it your first safari in the United States, where you get to see all the animals, do a lot of activities as a family together, and that's a great destination for families too. And then cruises are always going to be hot because it's easy, a lot of activities, different things for families to do as well.
Absolutely. David Fishman from Cadillac Travel, thanks so much. You've given us so much to dream about, think about, and if we want to plan, especially some of these hotter destinations, we should start now, right?
Absolutely. The sooner you start, the better. Air comes out usually 300 days ahead of time. And the key to saving money and getting what you want in travel is flexibility, flexibility, and flexibility. So if you're flexible, you'll save money, but you can always protect it with insurance as well. As important. You do those things, and you'll enjoy your travels and never have a problem.
All right, sounds good. Thanks so much, David. We'll talk to you again. Have a good one.
Thank you. Talk to you soon, Chris.
All right, you got it.